Okay, great team win. Really proud of our guys for bouncing back and playing the way that we know we're capable of. It wasn't a thing of beauty in the first half, but I thought it was key that we finished the half strong to keep it close. And the players, it's not like we did a bunch of different things in the second half other than playing our zone because we knew they were on the road, but it was our players. They're the ones that drew the line in the sand and said, no, not tonight, and came out and made a huge response in the second half. Much better focus defensively on the glass. And then, scored how many? 49. We just attacked and got aggressive for the most part. Wasn't a thing of beauty. They're a good team. There's a reason that they're ranked. We let them back in it a little bit late, but then we responded with under 4 minutes to go to put it away. So super proud of our guys with our back against the wall for coming out, and especially this guy, GP2, the way he came out and led us with his energy on both ends, playmaking on the offensive end. And when he brings that fire, you saw the other guys follow. Big fella here played well. What I love is I'm rambling here, but we had contributions by a lot of guys. Langston's rebounds to kind of set the nasty tone in the second half. Stevie getting us some buckets when we were struggling a little bit in the second half. Olaf hit a timely shot, some rebounds. Just a great team effort. Big G, first half, coming and getting 5 rebounds and establishing a defensive presence. So I'm proud of every one of them for the way they responded. And now the challenge with this group is to stay consistent with it moving forward. There you go. Probably don't have any questions after all that.
Gary, Wayne talked about being more aggressive. It seemed like you were particularly driving to the basket, a lot offensively. Was that talked about before the game, or is that something that you kind of felt you needed to bring, particularly today?
No, I just getting back to being aggressive from the start. Just try to spark us. Today it did, and everybody else followed. So I was just being myself.
And Wayne, the defensive effort, holding them to only 6 3-pointers. Did you feel from the start of the game that was better, or did that kind of improve in the second half?
I can't remember. Let's see, they were 4 for 15, or no, 2 for 9 in the first half. So it was a focus of ours, and obviously the focus for them was to drive it, get to the rim and finish, or get to the free throw line. You look at that, and there's no reason to be upset with that. They shoot 38, we shot 21. They were really, really aggressive. And we weren't a lot of times ready to get down and guard. We kept yelling that, and they're athletic. So, we went zone to try to keep that from happening, but they're really good. But overall, to hold them to 30 points in the second half, obviously the guys stepped it up and did what we needed to there.
And Drew, you were back in the starting lineup. It seemed like the ball kind of went to you a lot in the post. Did you expect that early on in the game and then late in the game as well, too?
I just post up, and if I'm open, they'll give me the ball. That was sort of a point of emphasis yesterday at practice, was kind of pounding at them inside to begin with. But I just played off my teammates.
Coach, we didn't see NJ or Gomez today. Why did the team go small?
Well, we didn't go small, but we decided, at times we did, what we wanted to do was shorten our bench a little bit. I put a lot of blame on myself for trying to keep everybody happy, and you can't do it. So it's nothing against those guys. We just, as a staff, made the decision we were going to shorten the bench so that I had less to confuse me. And there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't done a great job, to be honest, of handling it all. So really a big part of that was just trying to remove some of the clutter and focus on a group. And I give those guys a lot of credit for staying as positive as they did. And shoot, Shea Enjai was the first one in the locker room fired up. Coach, we had 20 assists. So that's what we need. That's what we need. We got to remove any individual stuff, minutes, shots, and just play for each other. And our guys did that, and you saw the level that we were capable of getting to.
The team only shot 16% on 3-pointers tonight. Has there been sort of a general effort to cut down on those this year?
We've been shooting pretty good. Maybe we put too much focus on free throws after the other night. So maybe we'll give them equal attention and we'll be where we want to be.
Gary, what did you feel like maybe the last couple games you guys had been missing that you had going for you today?
It was just being unselfish. You know, get back to what we did in before conference. You know, sharing the ball, not caring who gets on the board or whatnot. Just worry about the win. And you know, we emphasized that the last week. And we just came out tonight, bid into everybody. Everybody trust yourself, follow each other, and it played together.
And Wayne, how big was the transition defense against a team like this?
Well, gosh, I don't know, because I know they got an awful lot, but it was a much better focus. What we'll learn from it is there's times we got back, but we weren't in a stance, and that's where they attacked us and got to the free throw line. So, but we were screaming it from the sideline almost every possession, and the guys were attentive to it. So that's something that we've got to have every game now, especially, you know, we're going out on the road now. We've got to have that focus. So, again, great response by our guys. The staff might be able to get 2 hours of sleep tonight after this, but I'm proud. I'm proud of the staff for their dedication and commitment to this group and staying positive, and then the players for the way they responded. And again, now we just got to hold them accountable to be this way every day and in every game play with the same fire and the same focus.
Wayne, I know you never want to say one game is more important than the next. They're all big, but with the schedule, I think you have 7 road games from here. To take care of home court, was this just a really vital win for the Beavers to get to?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was to be honest now, in you know, retrospect. I say this a lot, even when we're winning in the preseason. I'm more about making sure we're getting better than worrying about wins and losses, because you need to play your best when the time is right. Now, you don't want to be horrible and you don't want to be regressing, and we've maybe regressed a little in the last week, but we're dealing with a lot. And so certainly we want to be moving forward. But as far as that goes, what we have in front of us, this gives us great momentum. But now we've got to handle it the right way. You know, we've had some big wins already in league, and we lost focus. You know, you can lose focus when good things happen or when bad things happen, and we've got to make sure we stay on page. And I know that, you know, with trials comes some spiritual growth in a lot of ways. And I think our team played with a lot of spirit tonight because of the pains and the trials that we've had. So moving forward, hopefully we're learning those lessons and we get to stay united. Nobody thinks about their place on the team, but what the team's doing, and we'll continue to grow. And we're confident that our guys will accept that and handle it.
And could you also say a few words about Malcolm? He seemed to really be more aggressive tonight. I don't know how many total points he had, but he was taking it to the hole.
Yeah, he had 9 for us, and you know, it's a little above his average. Plus, I thought his communication with Gary in our zone was the best it's been all year, and that's why it's been lacking. We've been a little too quiet, and I think having Daniel, no offense, just Daniel is that guy, that traffic cop that talks, and this guy's learning. He's learning. I mean, his head's spinning on what his responsibilities are right now. How can he be concerned with everybody else's? So when these two guys talk up at the top, we're that much more dialed in. And we had some breakdowns. You know, end line out of bounds, we gave him a 3 when that's our 2 guards coverage every time, and a couple of others. But all in all, when Malcolm talks and we feed off of Gary's energy, we play at a much higher level. So I'm happy for Malcolm.
Is there one stat that you're most pleased with besides the final score, obviously?
Yeah, good one. I love the 18 assists. You know, Gary's probably going to look at the film and cuss a couple of teammates out for not letting him get a triple-double, that maybe missed some easy ones. But you know, we turned it over 7 times in the first half. We cut that down. We had a couple late, but the 18 assists is big to me. And, you know, free throws is another great stat after – you know, the last couple of home games. So the guys stepped up in a lot of areas. But that means we're sharing the ball and we're focused with the free throw number, you know, that percentage. So, and we do those things consistently, then we're going to be okay and we're going to build.
And speaking of the assist, there was one tremendous one from Gary to Drew. He was ready for it, dunked it. What did you think of Drew's game and being aware on the court on the offensive end?
Well, we need to put hands in the middle of his chest. I don't know if you recognize the one Gary threw off of it at 85 miles an hour.
That was really fast.
You know, the big fella is really athletic, and when he gets out and focuses on running to the rim, he can catch with the best of them. He's got great hands. And, you know, he had some good finishes. And we had to get him from laughing at himself for a full timeout after he got hung on the one. But, you know, he had some great finishes, and then he made a great assist to Trace late. So, you know, we put him as a target in the middle of the press breaker so that we had maybe some guys up the sidelines that we could throw to and attack and meet him at the rim. Well, shoot, he was the facilitator in the middle. So, you know, it's nice when we've got everybody on the same page and looking for each other because, you know, we become a little bit tougher to guard that way. And we had a lot of guys have good nights for us and on both ends of the floor. And we can play well when we do those things and when we're focused like that.
It's good.
Thanks, crew.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs.